Thank you for joining me for another episode of Sam's Tech Stuff. Today, we're taking a look at the Topo Home Security Wi-Fi camera, which was sent over to me for review. Topo is a newer brand, part of the TP-Link family as I understand it. The model that we have here today is the C110, which in my opinion is an amazingly feature-packed home security camera. It supports up to 3 megapixel video capture or up to 1296p, but it also supports a familiar 1080p capture resolution too. The camera utilizes the 2.4 GHz wireless band for communication over wireless BG and N networks. As for storage and the management aspects, we have some really good options here. If you don't like cloud subscriptions and you don't want to pay for recurring storage, the camera itself has an SD card slot, which means you can buy up to a 256 gigabyte SD card, toss it in the camera, set up your retention policy, and you're done. That's it. You don't have to buy anything else. However, if you're going to buy a couple of these cameras, or even more than a couple of these cameras, you're going to find that it's pretty annoying to manage 5, 10, or 15 SD cards. That's definitely going to be a lot of extra work. In that case, Topo offers an interestingly competitively priced cloud plan called Topo Care that you can utilize for a storageless camera system. But that's not all that the cloud services offer. This plan actually allows for an unlimited quantity of data in terms of raw storage during a 30-day retention period as a part of the plan. The cloud plan also enables features such as automatic repositioning based on movement for pan, tilt, zoom cameras. You'll get smart AI person detection modes, so the cameras can detect when people are walking in front of them. In addition to that, you'll get upgraded notifications through the app that they use that will include real live screenshots from the camera. And you'll also be able to configure privacy zones that the camera or cameras will not record video in. Lastly, as a bonus in the storage and management section, after updating the camera firmware and moving around in the Topo app a little bit, I found that the camera seems to support third-party NVR or network video recording devices or servers. NVR accounts can be created within the app. You may be able to use third-party NVRs, such as Blue Iris. These seem like a possibility. In terms of the app itself, I found it to be really well laid out and actually quite useful. Adopting the camera or adding the camera to your account was a relatively easy step. There's options for video quality, motion detection alerts that will pop up on your phone, and you can even configure two-way audio capability. The C110 camera does have a swiveling base, so depending on how and where you mounted the camera, you can actually invert the image to make sure that it looks correct when viewing. Within the application on your smartphone, you can essentially create a profile for each camera. You can name it, give it a location, a specific device icon, and set the time zone for timestamps. I like that you can group your device and any future devices right into the My Home screen. This will make managing everything a lot easier as your system grows over time. So the app itself has a lot more in it than I expected in terms of configuration options, and almost equally as importantly, the app is extremely responsive. It wasn't laggy, I didn't have any issues switching between menus, it didn't crash, none of those issues. I have seen that on some lower end camera options that I've tested in the past, so this was really nice to see. Oh, and the camera also supports IR night vision up to 30 feet away, depending on where you mount this camera. And the app has the ability to crop video clips from the cameras, so you could actually share certain clips on social media if you wanted. Surveillance cameras aren't the only thing that Topo offers though. The app seems to offer management for other things that Topo sells, such as smart plugs, smart light bulbs, and smart light strips. Considering the features at the current price point, I think the Topo C110 and the platform in general is going to be an excellent solution for video monitoring your space. So overall, I would say the C110 camera and the accompanying smart app packs quite the value punch when it comes to choosing and configuring a good camera system that's useful for both non-techies and techies.